Hey, and welcome to Growing Trees from Seed with Jeremiah Johnson, 84. In the second episode today, we're going to be looking at maple trees and growing maple trees from seed. We're going to be looking at the many types of different temperate species of maples, different habitats, how to find maples, and ways to locate and save seeds. So I'm here with Beans at beautiful McCrae Lake in Ontario, Canada. And we're going to be looking at how we can find maples, locate their seeds, and then finally how we can save seeds and eventually plant and grow them. So we'll start off by looking at the red maple. And the red maple is a very common tree found in Canada. And as you can see, it does look very similar to the leaf on the Canadian flag. Now, with over 100 different temperate species found around the world, mainly coming from Asia, there are also many maple plants that are native to North America. And with our unique climate in Canada and some of the northern states, maples produce fall colors that are unsurpassed in much of the temperate world. While I usually search the depths of the forest for seeds, in today's episode I'm going to be taking a different approach and visiting our local arboretum. Arboretums are home to a wide variety of tree species, allowing for many trees of different species to coexist in one area. With a network of trail systems, park benches, and open space, arboretums can be a breathtaking environment. With the wide variety of trees available in one location, there's always at least one tree in late or early flowering season that you can find. And because maple trees have two different groups, both soft and hard, they can be found blooming in early summer all the way into late fall. And in this case, late fall, there's still a wide variety of trees that are just starting to turn color now. So I'm heading into the arboretum, and as you can see, the late blooming trees are just starting to change color. And as I walk through the many fallen leaves, you'll find that if you brush back a few of the leaves at the base of a tree, often the arboretums house different signs, allowing for the botanical name, common name, as well as the zone that this tree thrives in. In this case, we're looking at the silver maple, Acer Saccharum. And the silver maple falls under the soft group of maples, and they bloom in early summer. And as you can see, there's only a few leaves left on the tree. All the other leaves have fallen to the ground, as well as the seeds being dispersed by the wind and picked up by chipmunks and other ground dwellers. And because today's episode takes place in an arboretum, we don't have to look too far to find another variety of maples close at hand. In this case, the Norway Maple. And you may notice that this Norway maple has a very unique shape in contrast to other maples like this sugar maple here. And as you can see, we'll take a closer look at the columnar Norway maple. And again, it has a very unique shape, shooting straight up instead of a round outlook like a sugar maple or red oak may have. And the Norway maple is exotic, being used heavily for roadside and street planting. It also is a host to many different types of fungus, or the black round dots you might see in other plants, such as this red maple. And as we looked at another red maple out in the wild, this red maple here, found in the arboretum, is now susceptible to some of the diseases that the variety of trees within the arboretum has. And this tree, as you can tell, is another early bloomer from early spring, so it's lost a lot of his leaves as well. And now we're looking at another red maple, the Northward Red Maple. And as you can see, it has that brilliant red color, however the leaf has subtle differences. Another maple, such as the Crimson King Maple, doesn't have the red color of the fall, such as the red maple, but it does have a larger, broader leaf, and is similar to other maples that turn this color. Now this is a really cool maple. This is the Norway Maple, however, it's the Oregon Pride, Acer Plat. Now, as you can see, it looks like there's about 5 or 6 leaves just within this one leaflet. But as you can see, it is a very unique leaf. And then finally, again, you have the sugar maple, which is another common maple tree found in Canada. So as the growing season begins to wind down, and most of the leaves aren't found in the trees, but on the ground, and this can still be a great time to look for, identify, and seek out tree seeds. And while most maples bloom before the age of 15, some, like the sugar and black maple, take up to 30 years to bloom. And even then, trees specifically like the sugar or black maple will only flower every 3 to 5 years, producing seeds only on a 3 to 5 year cycle. And although it's late into the growing season, a lot of the seed rain will be consumed by chipmunks, turkeys, grouse, or mice. However, if you take a closer look, we can still find some of those hard maples that mature in late fall. And here we have some sugar maple seeds. And as you can see, these winged keys, or samaras, are a single seed that are typically born in pairs. And this is a great grouping here of these sugar maple seeds. And usually what they'll do is they'll use that helicopter spin to reach the forest floor. And this is accomplished when the seeds become ripe. The keys will separate from each other and spread by the wind several hundred feet from the trees. And additionally, they can be spread by chipmunks and other ground dwellers. So once you get home, you can lay out your seeds on the table and figure out what seeds are good for keeping and what types of seeds you're going to need to dry out. And this sugar maple seed, for example, you can tell still has a little bit of drying out to do. And I can tell by the fact that there's still some green on the seed itself. And so all you have to do is put it into a paper bag or dry it out for a few days. And as you can see, this seed, although it's rare in the fact that it has 3 seeds joined together as opposed to 2, it's still perfect for planting immediately or putting into a paper bag to store for a later time. More typically, you'll find these seeds joined together and born in pairs. And once the seed dries off, they'll split from the center and fall from the tree using that helicopter technique we discussed earlier. So my preference is to use paper bags, or in this case my Jeremiah Johnson 84 seed pack. And I'm simply going to open up the pack and place in the seeds that I hope to dry out or save. Now a lot of these seeds can be planted immediately. However, you'll want to make sure that they are dried out and are void of any green, and they have turned a yellow or a rusty brown color. Then you'll know it's good to plant. In later episodes, we'll be talking about how to sow and save these seeds. But for now, at least you can go out and collect the rest of your seeds for April. And thanks for watching episode 2 of Growing Trees from Seed. And if you haven't yet checked out episode 1, Acorns to Oak Trees, please click on the video link above to watch it instantly. So thanks again, I hope everyone enjoyed the episode, and be sure to stay tuned for more episodes coming soon. Thanks again, see you next time.